Time Chronicles. The Power of the Cell. Chapter 1. Nadim and Wilma shot through the door of the circularium. They spun back through time. The doorway opened and Nadim was jolted to the ground. Wilma landed next to him. For a moment it looked as if someone else was going to follow them. But then the doorway vanished. Nadim and Wilma were in a narrow, unlit alley that went between tall buildings. They shivered in the freezing night air. They did not notice the shadowy figures watching them from a dark doorway. Wilma felt a deep chill. She wrapped her arms round her body. "We'd better find out where we are," she said. The alley led to a cobbled street. Ahead was a warm glow of light. As they walked towards it, the figures looked at each other and nodded. The light came from a bookbinder's shop, full of leather-covered books. In a frame on the door was a newspaper. It said, "The London Gazette. October 13th, 1805. Steam. Is it the power of the future?" "Steam," chuckled Nadim. "Imagine if we had steam-powered computers." Suddenly a stone landed at Wilma's feet. It had been thrown from across the street. Out of the darkness, a woman stepped forward. "Over here," she hissed. "Be ready to run," whispered Nadim as they crossed back towards the alley. "I saw you in the alley," the woman said. "I know why you are here." Wilma's mind raced. What had the woman seen? What did she know? But Wilma wasn't expecting what the woman said next. "Mortlock sent me to help you," continued the woman. "There isn't much time to explain." Nadim's chest tightened. He thought back to the time vault. Had Mortlock mentioned others being sent? The woman stepped closer. The air seemed to freeze. "We can't stay here," she said, crossing the road. "It is too dangerous." "What do you mean?" stuttered Wilma as they followed after her. "The Virens are close. If I saw you, they may have seen you too." The woman pushed open the door of the bookbinder's shop. "In here, and quickly," she urged. As they went in, the woman turned and looked back to the dark alley. She nodded before closing the door. A figure moved from the shadows. He had understood her signal. Their plan was beginning to take shape. Chapter 2. The first thing they noticed in the shop was the smell. The air was thick with the smell of leather, glue, varnish, and smoke. There were books everywhere. Towards the back of the shop stood a large desk covered in tools, needles, threads, rolls of cloth, mallets, knives, and bottles of ink. A single lamp glowed dimly in the gloom. Nadim glanced nervously around. Through a door at the back of the shop, he could see what looked like a homemade laboratory. Above a large fireplace were shelves stacked with bottles and tubes, cylinders, coils of wire and copper sheets. "What is this place?" murmured Wilma. "It's a safe place," breathed the woman, "for now." "Safe?" asked Wilma. "How do you know?" "Who are you?" The woman smiled. "Mortlock sent me to help you find the cell. It is a powerful magnet called a lodestone. It is very dangerous. It will react badly if it is put near certain things." "I see. Like electricity reacts badly with water," nodded Nadim. "So have you found the cell?" asked Wilma. "I am close to finding it," said the woman. "But so are the Virens." She paused. The lamplight flickered in the cold air. She picked up a book. A boy called Michael works here. I think he knows where the cell is hidden. I have been watching him. So where is he? Asked Wilma. I lost sight of him this evening, said the woman. We may be too late. The Virens may already have him, and the cell. Suddenly, above their heads, they could hear the dull thud of footsteps. Someone was coming down the stairs. Everyone froze. Virens? Hissed Wilma. Quiet.